Hello everybody, this is Goji73 here with some news. Now first off, I just want to let you know that I'm sorry I haven't gotten onto this sooner. I know it's been a few weeks since I posted my last video, which was an April Fool's Day video. The reason for this being is because I've lately just picked up on a new job. It's been keeping me busy as of late, and quite honestly I haven't had a lot of time to actually work on some of my projects that I said I'd like to get on to making. Like for example the Gina's Amazing Friends special, The Story of Red King. I've only had so much time to work on it, but slowly and surely I have been plugging away with it at the time I have been getting, which is just the weekends, so rest assured some progress is being made on some of my projects, but overall a vast majority of the ones I wanted to are going to be held off until things quiet down at my new job. So yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been making any new videos as of late, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that there won't be that much activity from me for the time being. Also, with that being said, I should also mention that there is one thing that will not be seen for quite some time, and that is figure reviews. Now, I think I've said this before in my latest announcements of sorts, in that I really haven't been able to collect any new figures because I don't know what else is out there for me to collect, like kaiju figure-wise, so in the meantime, until I actually get enough figures to warrant a collection update or anything of the sort like that, I've decided to make this group of videos, which will be playing hopefully on the same weekly basis as before. And what is that? It is a Superpower collection video. Now, I believe Poppin' Pix or Asausa, or Alex, if I can call him by his first name, he made somewhat of a video like this involving Earthtron called a Ultra Monster Series demonstration video. I'm not entirely sure what it's like, but basically it was a short video of the monster in action, some of its superpowers, and it got me thinking, maybe until I can collect some figures again to warrant a collection update or a series of reviews on them like before, I figured I'd take some figures I've already reviewed, or figures I haven't reviewed, and just basically showed off the monster's superpowers. So, in essence, it's just my interpretation of the monster's powers in action, should I actually use a monster for a short film or whatever, like Gina's Amazing Friends. So, I'd just like to mention that this will be a new reoccurring project I'll be working on the sidelines until I can collect some more figures. So, look forward to those in the meantime. Now, I will say this too, that I am taking suggestions for monster superpowers. So what this means is it's not essentially requests, but it's essentially like give me an idea and I might go with it because, what with my new job, I won't be on that much to actually work on it. So don't expect your quote-unquote request to get done immediately. Just think of it as something, and then for the time being you can come back to my channel and see it again. Now, getting back onto suggestions, I will take suggestions for monster superpower videos, but there are a few rules I should mention. Monsters with no superpowers like Giongo and Gardy, they will not get a video made because, well, they have no superpowers, they have nothing to show. However, does this mean monsters like Gorosaurus and Anguirus are rejected too? Not essentially, because instead for them, what I'll be doing is I'll be accepting monsters that have unique physical attacks, like, Gorosaurus' kangaroo kick, or, Baragon is an extraordinary jumper. I will make one of those, but to an extent, because there are not a lot of monsters in figure form that I have that have any sort of incredible physical feat like that. Also, monsters with alternate timelines like Red King and Gomorrah, they are known for not having any superpowers as well, but like multiple incarnations like the Max Red King can spit explosive rock barrages, or Ray's Gomorrah from Ultra Galaxy can fire an oscillatory ray. I will accept those, But because a vast majority of monsters from other timelines have no superpowers, what I might do is I might converge them into one big collection of superpowers and just state that, which series does which and which series does that. So, if you want to see a collection of superpowers from Ultra Monsters, you can see something like that along the lines. However, with that also being said, the same rule doesn't apply with Godzilla, because Godzilla's multiple incarnations usually have the same superpowers, and that's the atomic ray. Or if it's the Heisei, they have the atomic ray and the nuclear pulse. But with that also being said, I do know that there are other incarnations of Godzilla that have multiple superpowers, so if you request a certain form of Godzilla performing any superpowers, it depends on which incarnation it is, because if you ask me to do the 1955 Godzilla, I won't do that because, well, it's a generic Godzilla portrayal, so there's nothing special there. However, if there's say 1964 Godzilla, which he could both blow an atomic ray and had the gas spray, I could do that. Or 54 Godzilla, because who doesn't love the 54 Godzilla? Or 70s Godzilla, like him doing a sliding kick or something. I'm not guaranteed on doing something like that, but I might do something like that. Also, with that being said, there are some superpowers that are not really guaranteed with other monsters. Like, for example, I know monsters like Birdon and Rodan have hurricane winds, and monsters like Gomez and Baragon burrow, but the portrayal of those might not get guaranteed into a collection video simply because, well, they're generic, or I don't have the right effects pieces to actually portray the superpower in action. So don't be too discouraged if I have to reject that monster for those said reasons. It's either that, the lack of resources, or I just can't pull off the portrayal of the superpower as well. Like, for example, 68 Godzilla flying. I don't believe I can do that, so don't expect that to actually happen if enough people ask for the 68 Godzilla. And finally, these superpower collection videos, they might be archived for future reviews should any reviews on the monsters whose superpowers are demonstrated be made. So, if it looks cheap, I'm sorry, but it just saves time. It gets reviews out quicker, and I just wanted to give everybody a heads up on that. And so, with that all being said, hopefully starting next week, I'll be able to push out a first few batch of suggestions, should I get any, if anybody watches this video. So if you're interested in submitting a suggestion for wanting to see a certain monster's superpowers, feel free to comment on this video or send me a personal message for those of you who have my contact. Also, one more thing is that I won't do superpowers for monsters on figures I don't have. Like, for example, I don't have Biollante, so don't expect a superpower collection from her. And so, hopefully that should be it. I'll see you all later, and I hope you enjoyed this next batch of videos until I can start collecting figures again. See ya!